what their social media team posted? St. Patrick's Day isn't for a couple weeks, but if the Celtics had a pot of gold in Boston, the Hornets took it all. That's cold. All right, here we go. Let's get you right to the action. First quarter. Brandon Miller is that dude. Okay, he is.
It seemed like he get one of those once a month.
At least.
Seriously.
At least. Oh, there he goes to the third. Come on, Con. Knipple triple. I love that. Knipple triple. 2K? I'm trying to figure out what the right name is for him.
Kobe
Come on,
White.
Kobe White, my curl friend.
Great pickup at the trade deadline. Underrated. Don't talk about get talked about it.
I agree. Fourth quarter. Musa.
Musa on the loosa, baby. Big fella.
Oh.
Yeah, the numbers when he's in the lineup, it's great. It speaks to them.
Mr. Ice in his veins.
This is your shot.
There it is.
There's a rainbow.
Big win, 118-89 for the Celtics. Crazy. All right, for more on the streaking Hornets, let's go in the bonus. So the Hornets lineup of Ball, Knipple, Miller, Bridges, Diabate has outscored teams by nearly 30 points for 100 possessions, best in the NBA among 63 lineups to play 100 minutes together. That's added up to the Hornets winning their last 6 games by at least 15 points. Only the champion 2004 Pistons have had a longer streak in NBA history, winning 8 straight by 15 plus. And the Hornets now have a 71.3% chance to make the playoffs, according to ESPN Analytics. Their playoff odds were as low as 0.004% when they were 4-14 after play back in November 27. All right, revisiting our top story of the day, the Celtics upgraded 6-time All-Star Jason Tatum to questionable earlier today, paving a way for him to potentially make his debut Friday against the Mavs. Now, Tatum ruptured his right Achilles tendon during Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Knicks just over 9 months ago.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's our time?
Yeah.
It's our time. Okay, well, what's interesting, you guys, is that we've been waiting for this moment, and we all know the different titles that this man has. There's Jurassic Perk, there's Big Perk, there's the Mayor of New York. Can you be Coach Perk for this segment?
Yes.
Okay, we're tapping
Yeah, for
in.
sure.
We're
I
tapping
like
in
that
Coach
title.
Perk.
I like that title.
Yeah, okay, so this is the current starting lineup for the Boston Celtics. All right, we have options here. Sam Hauser probably, Baylor Shireman. Who is going to come out of the lineup, Coach Perk? Because Jason Tatum soon is to be activated. Who are we taking out?
I mean, look, I think the first 5 games he's going to come in off the bench, right? We saw Steph do it. We saw a lot of greats do it, especially coming back after being out for a long time. But I believe it gotta be
Shireman?
this young man right here,
Man.
right? And it's gonna be after 5 games. That don't mean that he's not gonna have a role because he's been a valuable piece. It's just gonna be off the bench.
All right, off the bench. So how would you integrate him? Like, how many shots should Tatum be getting in those minutes?
Well, I think it just got to go through the flow of Joe Mazzulla, right? When you talk about his system, when you talk about a team that is still one of the tops in leading and shooting 3-point shots, it's not hard. It's a reason that they got Big Vucevic at the trade deadline to somewhat replace Kristaps Porzingis because they like to stretch the floor. They love for you to they love to spread you out and go isolation ball. And when we're talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 3-level score. We don't have any concerns about a 3-level score.
We do not have concerns, and you mentioned Vooch. I put him into the lineup there.
Like that.
So they have options. I mean, this right here, let me go. JB, DY, JT, they are certified MJ.
I love that. And I was hoping you wouldn't say Sherman because that's who I was going to say. I was like, now it's going to sound like we're piling up on him. All right. And lucky for us, Tatum's potential return is the first game of our Friday doubleheader on ESPN. Mavs Celtics at 7 Eastern, then Clippers Spurs. Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq tip off coverage at 6 Eastern, and we'll be back after the game to break it all down. Okay, so Cooper Flagg has been sidelined since February 12th with that left midfoot sprain, but he's listed as questionable tonight against the Magic. Tim, what's the latest on his availability?
Yeah, they are calling Cooper Flagg a game-time decision tonight in Orlando. I'm a little bit surprised by that, simply because it is a back-to-back for the Mavericks. They've got Orlando tonight and then as we've been talking about with Tatum's return. They're in Boston tomorrow night. And you know the kid who grew up in Newport, Maine, studying Larry Bird tapes, wants to take advantage of his first opportunity to play in Boston. But I'm told they're not ruling out the possibility of Cooper Flagg coming back and playing in both of those games. But Cooper Flagg needs to make up some ground suddenly in the Rookie of the Year race, is on the verge of returning.
Well, I mean, look, Cooper Flagg has to finish this season in great fashion because right now, Con Knippel is my vote for as Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Right? Having a career year, I mean, not a career year, having an outstanding career.
Having an historic year for a rookie.
Historic rookie career, excuse me, especially when it comes to knocking down that tray ball. Cooper Flagg has done things only LeBron James has done in his rookie season, but he still got to close it out in great fashion or to catch up to Con Knippel in my passport.
The nerd is here.
Oh.
And
Oh,
the
The
part-
notes are plenty.
All right, we
Those
have plenty of notes, and I've been trying to break down who is my Rookie of the Year vote. Cooper Flagg, 49 games played, missed 8 straight 12 overall, averaging 26.6 rebounds and 4. He has 7 30-point games, and y'all remember in the head-head, he had 49 points in that game. He has 2 40-point games. He also plays 1 through 4 on both ends. He affects a large part of basketball. But Con Knippel only missed 1 game, 19 points per game, played 62 games, most ever threes made by a rookie. And so, leading the NBA in made threes, I was saying the body of work of 49 games, I go Cooper Flagg just because of the impact he had when he was out there. This is the only major award that does not go by the 65-game rule.
Right.
That rule could actually have dictated this award, but I'm telling you this, I am very eager to switch if the things remain the same and Knippel's still out there. I feel like it's his to win as well.
It's a big if, and the prep work is elite, as always. All right, so let's take this thing. Boom. The missed win, 80-74, become the 2026 unrivaled champions. So Breanna Stewart has plenty of experience with championship celebrations. She's a 3-time WNBA champ, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, and 4-time NCAA champion. Now she's an unrivaled champion as well in just the league's 2nd year. Coming off Miss Champagne Silk celebration after their unrivaled title win, one of the key pieces of that championship squad is with us now. We welcome in the champ, the finals MVP. Breanna Stewart is in the house. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, you're right. This champagne celebration was a lot. So I'm happy this is in the afternoon, so I had a little bit of time to kind of regroup.
Okay, so have you recovered? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling like I'm halfway recovered. I'm on my way. So hopefully by dinner time, I'll be feeling really good.
Was it you leading the charge for the party last night?
Yeah, I was a little bit leading the charge.
Let's go.
I mean, shout out to my Misties, but a lot of them, they didn't know how to pop the champagne. They didn't know what to do. So I was just kind of teaching them all the things. Like, you got to shake it, slowly take it off, and spray it everywhere. So it needed to be a memorable night for everybody.
Who better to lead that charge? You have plenty of experience there of hopping the championship campaign. I'm so excited for you and for this entire squad. Now, from your perspective as a player who has played both seasons, how much has Unrivaled grown already?
Yeah, Unrivaled has grown tremendously. I think the way that, not only the on-the-court play that you see from players being comfortable from year 1 to year 2, but also, where we've gone. Physically, literally, we had tour stops in Philly. We went to Brooklyn for the semis. People are engaged in what we're doing, and it's an intimate setting for the fans. So I'm really excited for what we've done in our first 2 years and excited to see what's next. But, before I get any further into that, I'm just enjoying winning, enjoying my Misties and celebrating us.
All right, let's shift to the WNBA because you are a member of the WNBPA Executive Committee. And yesterday, a statement was released confirming that the group remains united. So how is the union moving forward at this time?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're just that. The union, specifically the EC, we remain united. And I think that, obviously knowing and talking about the letter that Plum and I sent to our executive director, Terry, was supposed to be handled in a private matter, and we're really it's really unfortunate that it became public because, we want to handle our conversations, our hard conversations internally. But I think that, we're battle tested. We've gone through adversity. We had a great EC call shortly following that night. And we know that we want the best deal for everyone, for all players. And that's really our main priority. And we're not going to stop fighting until we get that.
Yeah, now that it is out in the open, even though it's not what you intended, what was the intention behind that letter, knowing now that you did want it to be sort of kept in the cone?
Yeah, the biggest intention behind the letter was just to really regroup and get us all back on the same page and understanding that, no matter which way we go in this negotiation, we want to make sure that it's the right one for us and really making sure that we're kind of checking all of our boxes as we go step by step. And, maybe we had to take 2 steps back to go 3 steps forward. And that's something that we're willing to do, like I said, to make sure that, this is a deal that's going to be monumental no matter what way you look at it. But for more than just the Supermax players, for more than just the rookies coming in or the #1 draft picks, we want every player from the top to the bottom to feel really excited about the